Gemini, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say I love you. Thank you so very much for joining this community, okay? If you're brand new to the channel, I'm JT. If you're cross-watching, hit the thumbnail. Come check out the channel, would you? Subscribe to the channel. Be a part of this community. Okay, Gemini, we are going to be doing the fourth quarter reading, okay? I will show you the shuffle and we'll get started. Gemini, I hope that you are manifesting love. I hope that you are manifesting money. I hope that you are manifesting your desires, peace. I hope that you are moving out and away from chaotic situations into calmer waters, so to speak. I hope that 2026 has started off okay for you is what I'm trying to get at, all right? I'm just giving out my love. I'm in that I'm going to give out love mood today. So, I'm going to shuffle these one more time. Universe, give the cards to Gemini. You can fast forward this if you'd like. I'm going to lay these out. I will give you some up-close shots of them so you can see what's going on, and we'll go over, we'll clarify, and we're going to find out what the energy is for Gemini, okay? So give me just a second. Hey, if you have not checked out any of the other videos in my playlist, hit the thumbnail. Come in and check them out. I will leave some videos at the end of this one so you can see them. I did the 2026 the first, second, and third quarter readings, so you can check those out if you'd like. All right, Gemini, here we go. We got them laid out. This very first column right here, we're going to talk about your present energy. In your present energy, we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, the Nine of Cups is overindulgence in joy, if that's possible. That's not a negative connotation. That means that you really do like to have joy, pleasure, fun. Okay, some people like to say it's maybe escapism, but that would be in the negative, and we didn't come out reversed. And I'm looking at the cards. You can't see them, but I'm seeing them, and I'm not really catching that. But overindulgence of joy. Okay, there is a temporariness to the Nine of Cups. You can't really see this. I don't have to show you that, but he's sitting on a bench rather than a throne like the rest of the gentlemans. That's just an energy. It doesn't have to be man. It could be female as well, or divine feminine. But there's a temporariness to it. Okay, so something could be temporary happening right now in your life, in the present energy. Okay, the next card to follow was the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands could be a romance. Somebody could be coming towards you with a romantic expression of some kind. But you're feeling that kind of a romantic a mood, feeling a little honey. I don't know how to say that, how sexual, aroused, pleasured. I don't know how you say those. Those all sound kind of pornery, but that's not what I meant. But anyway, yeah, the Knight of Wands is definitely the romance card, okay? A person could be very well spoken with words or whatever. This could be your energy. It is your present energy, so you're feeling it as well. Okay, and the next card to show was the Six of Pentacles. So there's a generous nature. You could be feeling very generous, giving, that type of energy. A reciprocated, a balance. Maybe things are starting to balance out really well for you right now. I feel like that's a good place to start, okay? All right, we're going to take a look now at this next row, and we will clarify these as we go, so hang with me here. This next row, we're going to talk about your crossing challenge. Okay, in the crossing challenge, we have the Knight of Swords, okay? So there is definitely a lack of, let's say, some communication coming in right now. If this is a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection, you could be in separation right now. There could be a situation where everything was going really good at the very first, right? We've seen with the Nine of Cups, this Knight of Wands energy, and then this Six of Pentacles. Somebody was giving to this, or you were giving to something, and feeling very, right? And then in this underpinning information here we're seeing with the Knight of Swords, some information may have come in very quickly to you. You may have responded to this or not responded to this, whatever. But we're going to take a look now. The reason I say is because you have the Hanged Man, okay, in the challenge here. Now, you might ask, why the Hanged Man? We could be talking about Pisces energy as well. The Hanged Man represents Pisces. This is a deliberate action here. Hanging upside down was not done by somebody else. It was done by you or me, whoever is in this situation, okay? It's needing to pull back and get some clarity on something. A little foggy about what's going on. Maybe this was a romantic gesture and you're not quite sure about it. This could be you who had given it, or a person gave that to you, but it came in very quickly, suddenly. So you pulled back, did a little retreat, okay? The next energy that shows up is the Five of Cups, okay? So the Five of Cups represents kind of a situation where you are looking at your past, okay, and maybe disappointed about something. If this is your energy, maybe you're in a relationship or a situation and you're looking at it and it's just like, there's so many things, which makes sense to being in that Hanged Man position. Perhaps somebody came towards you with this Knight energy, this romantic gesture or whatever, and you're in a relationship and you see this and you're like kicking the damn cup going, what in the hell? It brings up a lot of emotions. It brings up a lot of karmic cycles, jealousy. There's some rage, venting, and the whole nine, but I'm not really necessarily getting that. But what I am getting is a little bit of a disappointment type energy, okay? Disappointed that maybe there was a decision you made that you could have made differently or not. The reason I say that is because the next row right here we're going to take a look at is the Foundation, okay? These are the cards that represent what is lying underneath in the soul, in the dark-seated places in the subconscious mind. We have the Seven of Cups, okay? Seven of Cups represents a lot of emotional information. Everything from moving in a human perspective, how you move throughout life, what your focuses are, all the way through to, let's say, like temptation. There are choices about finances. There are choices about love. There's choices about health. You know what I mean? So the Seven of Cups represents a whole lot of choices, okay, that are lying down in this foundation in the subconscious mind. This actual Knight of Wands in your present energy that came towards you could be bringing up a lot of these emotions that, you are starting to feel or starting to recognize, okay? Now, also in the Foundation, we have the Queen of Swords, okay? Now, the Queen of Swords could represent you. It could represent that other person. But in this particular case, it is about communication, okay? Now, it could be that since you had the Knight of Swords, that this communication that came in may have caught you off guard, okay? The Queen of Swords is, it has the same authority and the same power as the King. The difference being that she's a little bit more emotional guarded, okay? So the swords is actually representation of the air signs. So we could be, talking about the Gemini, right? We could be talking about Libra, okay? Aquarius, that type of situation. Okay, here's the thing. The next card to show up in the Foundation is the Queen of Cups, okay? The Queen of Cups represents intuition, represents the ebb and flow. Her robe that she's wearing right there is a representation of a waterfall trickling down off the stone, throne that she's sitting upon. So it's moving with the flow, ebb and flow. And perhaps this information that came in, you're just trying to sit on it a little bit. And it's bringing up some intuition. Whatever that information was that came to you, you're just trying to take it all in. You're trying to understand. She also represents black cat magic. She is the only card in the cups that has the lid upon it, okay? So that ornate vessel that she has right there represents the mystery. So there could be something about this that is a mystery, this person or information that came in. There could be a mysterious type of energy that you possess, okay? Also, this other person that they possess, and you're just not sure about it yet, okay? All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to take a look now at the recent past. And this aisle right here represents the recent past. And in the first card, we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups talks about things that you're focused on in the past as well. Okay. It could be that you have your mind set on these three right here and missing a divine opportunity right here. Okay. It also talks about maybe a slow moving energy, perhaps a phase or a cycle of life that you've been sitting in for a while. And you really have just been focusing on, you know, I haven't seen the silver lining. Okay. I haven't seen the clouds part, you know, and the skies open up to the bright skies. And, you know, I haven't found my, my silver lining yet. So the next card that shows up though is the Ace of Wands. Okay. So there's still definitely this divine offering of an emotional clarity. Okay. Which could be part of this. You feel like there's something coming, but you just haven't quite got it yet. Okay. But I'm here to tell you that you're definitely getting an emotional clarity, an aha. Okay. With the Ace of Wands, in the recent past, this definitely feels like it was also a romantic gesture, because the wands is fire energy. Also talks about an emotional, a movement of the heart space, something that clarified, something that became clear to you. So you may have realized about something about this person, okay? Excuse me. Or about your situation that you're in, perhaps, okay? The next card to fall out is the Moon card. Once again, we could be talking about Pisces energy as well. Pisces and the Moon are together. Okay, but what we got here is the Two Towers. Walking through the Two Towers is also mysterious, mystery. But the Moon shines the light on the dark, okay? So there could be some shadow aspects. We could be talking about some kind of a twin flame connection, a soul connection that you have woken up to or understanding about. The Moon represents that awakening state, okay? It's, you know, kind of like it's kind of like a nudge from the universe saying, hey, did you check this out? Did you see this? Did you know about this? Have you paid attention to this? It could also be that you're having experiences where this particular information, whatever that was that came in. Remember, you started off with your present energy being that Nine of Cups, overjoyed, happy. Here comes this romantic gesture or something that came in, and it felt good. It felt like a reciprocated back and forth. It came in very fast, and you pulled back. You withdrew your energy back, okay? And then what happened was it felt like a mirroring scenario. So if this is twin flame journey, that's why we see the Five of Cups. Because all of a sudden it starts bringing back these feelings of loss, of regret, or did I miss an opportunity? Did I do this? Now all of a sudden you've got all these choices, you know. Perhaps you're in a relationship right now. Do I leave this relationship? Now I'm starting to see everything about this relationship. Now I'm starting to understand this is a karmic relationship. Holy shit. Wow, wow. This is what the Moon does, okay? Fear not, my fellow Gemini. Fear not. It's okay. It's part of life. It's just a cycle. And you will get clarity. And the reason I know this is because you have the Ace of Wands, and that's what that represents, that you are receiving clarity, that you are waking up to this information. Okay, we are going to take a look now at the possibilities for Gemini. Gemini, the universe says when one door closes, oh my goodness. Okay, the Nine of Swords popped right out of the deck and said, hey, check this out. The Nine of Swords, okay, it's losing sleep. It is restlessness, okay? It is anxiousness. It's absorbing all of this information and taking it in, and it gets you into your headspace, okay? It keeps you awake at nights. So whatever this is, I feel like you are just coming into your knowing. You're coming into your realization that there was something about this relationship that woke something up inside of you. And it's a mirroring effect. I can assure you it's a mirroring effect. If there is a soul partner on the other side of this, they're probably going through the very same thing. Okay. They're wondering, this came in so fast and everything, and I don't even know how I feel about this person, or does that person feel this way about me? Or do they think about me at night? I'm up at nights too, and I can't stop thinking about them. Right. Oh, here we go. Okay. So far it's relationship based is what I'm getting at. So, and it started with the spark. Okay. All right. We're going to take a look now at the near future. Gemini, what does the near future look like? What is around the corner for Gemini? Okay. We have the Nine of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands looks like in the near future that, yes, this is the wounded soldier, so to speak. This person has been through traumatic injury, through traumatic experiences and things like that, but they're still showing up, okay? They're still showing up as prepared. They're still showing up as to open their hearts, okay? A little guarded, okay? That's what that represents, is also very guarded, though. And so the 9 speaks about I'm still showing up, but my heart is very guarded, all right? Could be also talking about boundaries that you've put up, okay? Things that people have a hard time getting past. I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll find out. Gemini. We're going to talk about the self now. We want to know how you're showing up in this situation. How is Gemini showing up in this situation? Okay. Showing up as the King of Wands. Okay. Awesome. The King of Wands, fire energy. This has got you restless. This has got you, dreaming. This is a very passionate, very hot, steamy. You're having dreams about this person, thinking about them all the time. And we're talking about good dreams too. This person could be very handsome, could be very intelligent, very wise. Okay. King of Wands energy. That's interesting. We're going to keep going. All right. We want to know about the environment around Gemini. What's this environment like around Gemini? Okay. Eight of Cups. So the environment around Gemini seems to be there is an emotional emptiness, not fulfilled. I'm not satisfied. I'm no longer accepting that which emotionally doesn't fulfill me, so I'm walking away from it. So you could be thinking about leaving a relationship. We did see, like I said, the Knight of Swords, right? And then we saw the Hanged Man, then we saw the Five of Cups. Once again, it's that all this information that hits you so quickly has got you in your headspace, but you're starting to come to the realization that maybe I need to move out and away from this, karmic experience or whatever it is, relationship wise, something like that. We will clarify. We're going to take a look at the hopes, the fears, the wishes, and the worries for Gemini. What are the hopes, the fears, the wishes, and the worries for Gemini? Is it going to be this hot, steamy new romance? Let's see. A brand new offering, a Page of Pentacles. So you're definitely hopeful about a offering from a person. Perhaps you're wondering if this person is going to reach out to you, or maybe you are thinking about reaching out to this other person. I feel like this is definitely speaking about this very first Knight of Wands energy, okay? And perhaps you are... you're wondering, I know I need to probably reach out, or maybe because this person already reached out to you, It puts you in that push-pull retreat situation and you're not quite sure. Perhaps you were a little withheld with your speaking. We did have the Queen of Swords, a little emotional guarded with the Nine of Wands. Hey, it's understandable. I get it. You're in the Hanged Man, but you can't stay in the Hanged Man forever, you know? All right, Gemini, we're going to find out, though. We're going to take a look now at the outcome and the direction for Gemini. What's the outcome and the direction for Gemini? Definitely. Nostalgia. Someone from the past is coming back, okay? They're going to reach out. They're going to make an offering. You're going to reach out. You're going to make an offering. But there's definitely this nostalgic feeling, okay? A homecoming, a feeling of peace, a feeling of serenity, that kind of young, youthful energy, you know, that kind of takes over and takes control and puts you in that euphoric state of mind. That's the outcome and direction, Gemini. I feel like this is okay. I feel like, you know, you just got a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to consider. And I'm sure that's not easy. I mean, it probably feels like you're in a rock and a hard spot. And, but keep this in mind. If we hang on to the things, like if you're in a relationship and you hang on to a relationship simply because you think that this is what society feels like you're supposed to do, that, or you've gotten used to it, codependent on this relationship, but yet in your mind and your heart, you're thinking about someone else or something else or another life or another vision with someone else, that ought to tell you something. And I'm not judging you. No, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Don't leave me because of that. I'm just saying that's kind of a sign. And sometimes these are karmic cycles. People that we associate ourselves with, people we fall in love with, people we think are our soul mates, end up being soul contracts, end up being karmic relationships, okay? And the thing of it is, it's there to teach us. It's there to learn us, you know, to give us instruction on the fact that, wait a minute, I was with this person, but the whole time I was with this person, I was emotionally unfulfilled, okay? And I'm not blaming that other person. I'm just saying there was something there in the mix that we just didn't see. Perhaps it was romance. It was fire. It was passion at the very beginning. Okay. But then things kind of fell off on the back end of that relationship. We stopped communicating. We stopped this or that. But we just never really met in the middle with our passions, with our desires. And so sometimes those things can be, like I said, karmic in nature. And it's totally okay. I'm not telling you to leave a particular person or anything like that, but I am trying to say that the universe has definitely made an offering in this way with this this Knight of Wands. It feels very good. It feels passion. It feels fire, and I feel like that's one of your choices in the Seven of Cups. You know, you have that option. So, anyway, Gemini, I love you very much. I hope you got something from it. I hope it at least clarified or maybe gave you some kind of another route to think about or something to look at. And if you haven't checked out any of the other videos, make sure you come in, go to my playlist, Steampunk Psyche, check out any crossing energies or crossing signs that you would like to look at. If you know a particular person's sign, you can look at that as well. Anyway, Gemini, I love you so very much, and I hope I get to see you on the next one, all right? All right, bye-bye.